Let's go. Let's see how it looks. Real live, but okay. I'm not sure how it sounds. Let's see. Real live, but right. Okay.
When I see it,
I'm not sure how it sounds. Let's see. Real live, but right. Okay. Okay, people. Sorry for the delay. We're here with Hitting the Podcast, episode 3. Talk about the latest news, gaming news, and any other type of news we want to talk about, even though it's not much news this week, but we do what we can do. But I'm going to have the cast introduce themselves before we get started. So who wants to go first?
I'll go first. This is Bam Bam Star, and basically I give my opinions or thoughts on whatever topics that I feel is interesting that comes up in the discussion. We talk about games, movies, and then sometimes anime, different animes that we're interested.
Hi, my name is Emperor Gil. I'm one of your co-hosts.
And my name is Marriage Mayhem. I'm glad to be here, as always.
And then you got me, the host with the most. No. King Smith, Chaotic Smith. And we're going to get this show on the road on this Black Friday, day after Thanksgiving. So, I'm just going to start out with this little bit. Nothing major, but we all know that next gen is just around the corner. Next year is coming up, and it's going to be a battle of the big boys between Xbox and Sony, pretty much. And Phil Spencer, the head of Xbox, has came out and said that they're not going to have VR or support any type of VR for the next gen for Scarlet. And which is like he pretty much saying that his customers don't want VR. They don't, they're not down for it, or they don't. So he doesn't want to make it because he doesn't see the support from his user base, I guess you can say. And I think this is kind of, yes, VR is not very big, but I think that Sony's doing pretty good with the VR. Of course, it's not, as far as the add-on, I think it gives you a console, something else for people to play, So I just don't understand why they wouldn't do any type of VR or even support like third-party VR, like the PC VR. Since the next gen is going to be more powerful, you think they can make it support, some other type of VR headsets, even if they didn't want to make VR themselves. But he says the user base doesn't want it, so they're not doing anything with it, even though they were supposed to support it on Xbox X, and they did not. But I think this is funny when Valve just announced the next Half-Life game, which is VR exclusive, and since they announced this game, the new VR kit is selling out. So it's like, Microsoft says there's no support for it, but you have this one game got announced for VR, and it's making this new VR headset sell out. So I just think that's kind of crazy if you look at it that way. But what do y'all say? What do y'all think about this whole subject about next gen Xbox not having any kind of VR support and their user base not wanting VR, and Half-Life 3, well, not Half-Life 3, it's not called Half-Life, but the new Half-Life game, coming out exclusively for VR, and it making that kit sell out. What do y'all think about this whole subject?
So what you're saying is Microsoft is not going to have any VR at all of their own, and then they're not really going to have any support for third-party VR.
That's what he said. I mean, they can change their mind because they like to change their mind on stuff. But as of right now, that's what Phil Spencer said. He said there's no user base. He sees no need to have VR because his user base doesn't want it, pretty much.
But you said the third-party VR system are already sold out. So what makes him think that people wouldn't be interested in VR or even have the opportunity to like maybe in the near future or so, or like a year or so or two down the line to get a VR system?
Well, I think he said this before. I think he said this before Half-Life game was announced. I think this interview or whatever was, he made this statement before the new Half-Life game was announced. So maybe he didn't see this, and I think that he's looking at like maybe they do surveys, to the people who own Xbox, ask them what they want, and maybe nobody clicked that they wanted the VR. Maybe he's going by that data, and maybe he knows he sees what Sony's VR machine has sold, and he doesn't think that's enough sales for them to warrant a VR machine. Maybe that's what he's looking at.
Did he do an interview? Or because I'm looking at a tweet right now.
I don't know when this. It might have been like a tweet. I don't know. I actually got more. I just seen on the web that he said that. I think he's officially came back and restated it since this has happened because it's been such an outcry and people have been talking about this. I think he's went back on his words. But
because I'm looking at a tweet and it says fair feedback. I love how our industry has pioneered AI, physics, 3D, etc. Whatever. For us, it's about focus on our innovations right now. I've played some great VR games. I got to play Half-Life Alyx in the summer. Amazing, just not our focus of Scarlet.
Yeah, I think there was more to it than that, though. He pretty much said that his user base doesn't want VR, so they're not supporting VR.
I don't know. That's an idiotic statement in my opinion, because like, as far as my opinion is, I think that the direction that the gaming industry will probably sooner or later eventually be heading to is people will want to get VR, maybe possibly be interested in at least trying out VR, right? Or so wouldn't people want to at least have the option of being able to have a gaming console support a VR, even if it's like a third party one, at least to be able to try it out or something maybe?
Yeah, I mean, I think that it's good to have options for your console, right? I mean, I'm not a big. I think VR is cool, but to me, it's just a little too pricey for me to buy it. And there's not enough games. I mean, there are some cool games for it, and I think it's very neat. I just don't think it's where I want to be at for the price. And I mean, I'm a cheapskate, so I ain't gonna lie, but I'm very picky on my games I buy and stuff too. But I do think the VR technology is pretty neat, and there are some awesome games that you can't get that type of feeling playing these games in regular playing. So I do think the VR is pretty cool, and if you can afford it and you like it, I think it's cool to have. But I do think that sooner or later, once VR is more accessible and the headset's a little easier to put on and you don't get as much motion sick, I think VR will be something that takes off in the future. But I think you gotta start somewhere, right? You don't want to get behind on the technology. Right.
Well, I mean, as time goes on, the technology is going to improve. And also, typically that means the price will start coming down as well on some of the stuff too, right? So it'll make it easier for people to have access to it. and obviously they've have they improve the technology a bit more. So as time goes on, there'll be more people willing to like want to try it out, right?
Yeah. Emperor, you have PlayStation VR right now.
Yep.
What do you think about? Are you seen the Half-Life game? So are you going to get the new Half-Life kit for this game, or what do you think?
Actually, I was talking to Mike about this at work,
Yeah, he was
and
looking at. I
yeah,
seen him looking at some.
and like both of us, he ended up agreeing to it later, but we both end up saying that we're just gonna end up buying the Half-Life Index kit, the one that's like $1,000.
Yeah,
So we both just end up saying, like for us, I think both of us are Half-Life fans, and just seeing the trailer and the potential, like this is a AAA VR game, and what VR games could be, like a full length, like 10+ hour AAA game in VR.
yeah. I mean, I think, like I said, I know the Astrobot game gets a lot of praise. I'm not sure how long that game is, but that's a
What, the Half-Life games?
no, the Astrobot, that game for PlayStation VR. You ever see that?
I've never played it.
It's called Astrobot. It's like a 3D.
I know the one you're talking about.
It's like 3D. It's like a 3D platform, and I'm not sure how long it is. It's probably around. I think it's like a regular platforming game length, so 5 to 10 hours.
Is it that the one that comes in with the game itself?
I think the little character is from like the little VR demos you get. Like the little character itself is from one of those. But the Astrobot game itself is actual for a game. But the character they use is like one of those characters from one of those VR sets,
Oh, okay, yeah.
But I've seen people talk about that game. I've seen gameplay, and it looks like an awesome 3D platformer. But then you're doing it in VR, so it gives you like an extra space in 3D. So I think that's a very cool way of doing VR, because it's like not just because you're just playing a game regular with a controller, like you play, but it gives you a new dynamic because you're like in 3D and you can do different things. So to me, that's like I don't want to call it triple A, but it kind of is. But it's more like a Ratchet and Clank kind of game, But I like Ratchet and Clank, so. But like I said, I mean, I can understand them not wanting to do VR because it does cost money to do research stuff. But I think you should at least let your console support a different headset, right? Like you were supposed to do with the X. Maybe they do. Maybe I just haven't heard anybody say anything about the Xbox X support any kind of third-party headsets for VR. But it's like, especially these consoles are gonna be, they're gonna be beefier and more like PCs. That you would think they can support one of these headsets if they don't want to make them themselves. That would give you an edge, because to go off track a little bit, when these new next gens come out next year, they're going to be about the same specs. One might be 5 to 10% power, but that's not going to be a big difference, right? I don't think they're going to. I think as far as what they can do in graphics, I think they're going to be power wise. They're going to be pretty close. Maybe one's 5 to 10% more powerful, but not going to be. I don't think they're going to be too much of a difference, because they're both going to be about the same price too. But you're going to have something for your system to stand out, right? And it's going to be about the games, which I think Sony right now has better studios in my opinion. For games I like, I like the studios they have put the games out. That's the games I want to play, and a lot of people think that too. That's why Sony's selling more this generation, because of the games. And Microsoft they bought some new studios, so we'll see how that pans out. But then also, PlayStation supports VR, even though it's not a big install base, but that is something for people to say, hey, you know what, I can get a PlayStation, and if I want to get VR down the line, I have the option. See, you gotta get people.
At least people have the option.
Now going into the next gen, you can use your old PlayStation VR. They've already said, and it's going to be a new PSVR headset that's going to be even better. So you're giving people options, and then Scarlett not having the option to play VR games, I think that can kind of hurt them. Because you need something. Go ahead.
My opinion about this is the fact that I think Microsoft is not in a very good position right now to actually make a VR headset, as opposed to PlayStation at the beginning of this generation.
Yeah.
Like, PlayStation was doing very well. Xbox was failing miserably.
Yeah, I mean, they had to connect, and then they dropped it because it didn't do good. But the Kinect should have some kind of VR built into it. That would have been better, especially when Xbox come at a higher price because of Kinect. And
well, that Kinect was a big old flop, though.
Yeah, but if they could have
Yeah,
they could have built some kind of VR into that,
Yeah.
it'd have been better. Could have been worth. People would probably been worth the price for people.
Yeah, I mean that's true.
Especially with like they were doing like stuff with the that Just Dance game.
Yeah,
Like the way like if you saw behind the scenes like developer
yeah,
videos about that with the Connect, they were doing pretty good things with that.
yeah. The Kinect wasn't bad. I just think people didn't. It just made the Xbox less powerful because they had to use power for the Kinect.
Expensive.
And it was more expensive, so it hurt them. But like I said, if Kinect was like something you can just buy add on, it would have been better, right? Maybe, and if it had, but I don't want to go down that right. But like I said, I just think giving people the options is always better. So like I can see Microsoft not wanting to spend money on VR because Sony's already got VR started with this gen, right? And they can just add to it the next gen, right?
Yeah.
But Microsoft was supposed to do something with AR. They announced at AR they was doing at E3, and they had a Halo game using this AR technology, which was pretty neat. And then what happened?
Wait a minute. So what exactly is AR technology?
I forgot what it stands for, but it's like you seeing stuff like pop up, like not like you have something on your screen and it will pop up in 3D kind of.
Oh, okay.
I think it's called
so it's
something
like,
augmented reality or something.
Out at you.
No, it's not from your screen. It could be like on your table or something. I'm not sure. They showed it at E3, or they can have it on your wall. Like you can play like. It's kind of hard to explain, but Microsoft demoed this at E3, and they were showing like Halo, and they were showing like Minecraft was going to use it. And then what happened? Because they showed this when Sony was talking about VR, right? They was doing AR and Sony was doing VR. Well, Microsoft never did anything with that VR, the AR, and they have. So I just think it would be good for them to have options going into next gen. I just think you need some weapons, and more options is more weapons, in my opinion. And if you don't want to make the weapon yourself, well, you can buy some weapons, get some third-party support. Especially if they could have did a deal with Half-Life and had some kind of third party, because there's different headsets that will work for that Half-Life game, not just the one they'll make it, but the other ones too. They could have got one of those headsets on Scarlet, and you can play Half-Life. That would have been a big boost for Microsoft. I mean, not for me, but I know people would be like, you know what, I'm choosing Xbox over Sony just because I can play Half-Life. I'm telling you.
So basically, just like it'd be more beneficial to give people at least the option to be able to choose that. To have that instead of just like, oh well, sorry, our customers aren't interested in that, so or we don't think people are interested enough in VR or getting it, so we're just not going to provide any type of support for it.
Yeah, I mean, to me, VR has to be doing pretty good for Sony if they're going to make a new not just have VR, the old PlayStation VR work with the new PS5, but they're gonna make a new PSVR 2 for PS5. It has to be doing pretty good for them to spend more money and time into it. Because if it wasn't making them no money, they would just drop it and wouldn't even do it for. They would probably
they would be transferring it to provide support for the PS5 that's gonna come.
Well,
out,
I think they would use the old headset would work, but they wouldn't make a new headset. So for them to be making a new headset, a better for the PS5, it means it's got to be doing pretty good for them. And they're getting support from game companies making games for it, so it can't be doing too bad. So I just think it's like for Microsoft say, oh, we're not, or maybe maybe they are, maybe they just don't want to talk about it.
Right, so it basically contradicts what they're saying for Microsoft, that people are over in general are not really interested in VR. But if Sony's gonna be coming out with a new VR headset to go with the PS5, then obviously people are interested in VR technology, right?
Yeah, but if he's just going off of his data, what people want for the Xbox, then I mean, you gotta think there's not a lot of people on the Xbox. There's only 40 million people on the Xbox. When it was 80, or actually there's over 100 people on the PlayStation. So you would think they would be, but Ray, do you have anything to say about the VR?
Who's that? Who?
Ray.
Who are you talking to? Rage?
Yes. Like, I never played VR though, but I would like to try it though.
You just think that? I mean, like I said, I think having options is just having more options for your system is always a good idea to me.
I mean, let's put it like this: like, if there's a game that you've seen gameplay of, like with VR, the VR system, or a VR system that's out right now, and it seems like it's really interesting to you, is it something do you think you'd be interested in? You would like give it a shot or try it out, or maybe even purchase like a VR headset?
I don't say I would like to, but at the same time though, I really don't have no much room to play a VR.
Yeah, I think like I said, they got to make VR. Like I said, VR will keep on getting better. Like I said, you need to have plenty of space, and the headset is kind of heavy on your head. You can only play it for so much time. But I do think.
If we get some like sword art technology going, like people would be all over.
Dude, we're so long. We're so far from that. It was so far.
I'm just throwing it out there. You know, that's kind of probably not going to happen, but
yeah, I mean, yeah, that would be awesome.
Soon, but still, man,
yeah.
that'd just be like
probably
awesome.
Probably not in our lifetime.
Or like some like hack sign or something.
Yeah, but yeah, I mean that's pretty cool. But I think we talked enough about that topic. I also want to talk about there's been rumors about Capcom releasing doing a remake of Resident Evil 3 coming out next year, and now we got Jump Festival coming out. I think it happens December 21st or 22nd, and they're supposed to show 4 games and supposed to have 4 playable games, and 2 of those games are, one game is Monster Hunter Iceborne, probably gonna be showing some DLC stuff off, and then they're gonna be have the new a Mega Man Zero game that the collection of those games that's coming out, and they're gonna be playable. But there's supposed to be 2 other playable games of unannounced games, and I don't know what those games can be, but I'm pretty sure that if all the rumors are true about Resident Evil 3, that would be one of the playable games at this event. And then the other game, I have no idea what it could be. I'm trying to think what game I would like for it to be, but I really don't know.
One of the things that I can say about the Resident Evil games is they really have some creepy ass stuff in the games, and then like at times you'll see stuff jump out at you and you don't even expect it, and it could kind of make you jump out of your seat a little bit.
Yeah, I mean that's a skill factor. But what do you think about Capcom having showing 2 new games at this what's it called, Jump Festival?
So man, they're gonna have 2 playable games and 2 unannounced games? Or?
There's gonna be 4 playable games.
Okay.
And we already know 2 of those games. It's Monster Hunter and the Mega Man Zero game, the collection. But the 2 other games are unannounced, but they're gonna be playable too.
2 games that are unannounced.
Yeah, 2 games that they're gonna have 4 games. Right. 2 of them that are already announced, we already know about, and the other 2 games are unannounced, but they're gonna announce them at this event, and they're supposed to be playable. So that's why I'm thinking one's gotta be Resident Evil, because if that game's coming out next year, next year, it's probably in playable form. But the other game, I really just don't know. I have no idea. I haven't really been keeping track with Capcom.
So more than likely, it's probably gonna be Resident Evil 3 remake. The other one, which is possibly gonna be like one of the fan favorites, including mine, will be Dino Crisis.
I don't see it being Dino Crisis. I don't think that game.
I can see it being Dino Crisis.
I don't think it's big enough.
You can do a lot with that.
Yeah, I don't think that game is big enough. I think they would, but
people want it though. It's like it's a cult classic though.
Yeah, I don't want it. So No, I mean I had people talking
I
about
want it
yeah
just so I can see what Dino Crisis would
look like
what could it be in
yeah what kind of yeah
2020 or something whenever it comes out.
I mean one game is I'm a little sad they never did release Deep Down. That game was shown when they first announced PS4.
Hey, that could be it. I mean, who knows?
Yeah, but I think they would look back because they would just release it on PS5. They wouldn't because that game they show that game looking like. I mean, the games kind of do look like that now. Like Death Stranding's graphics probably kind of look like Deep Down in-game graphics supposedly supposed to look like. But that game, but that was kind of like a Dark Souls clone. So I don't know. But I don't know what I would like for them to do. I would like for them to do like maybe a new Dragon's Dogma. I like that. That game wasn't too bad. I enjoyed that game. But I think it's gonna be a fighting game because they haven't. Well, they had Street Fighter 5, but it's not gonna be a new Street Fighter. It's too soon. I don't. There's rumors that they're making a new Marvel versus Capcom because the last one was not so good. But I don't know if what they would be showing that off. But it could be. But I don't know what other game that could be playable that they can announce. I don't know what series. If it's something new, or if it's like to me, is it a new game, like a new franchise, or is it like a not a remake, but maybe like a a new one, like a Devil May Cry, not Devil May Cry, because they just did Devil May Cry, but like a new one, like a new Dino Crisis or
like a reboot or something.
Not a reboot, but it can be like a sequel, like it could be like any of the other games, but it could be like instead of being like any other game.
They did say that they were gonna work on bringing back a bunch of old IP.
Yeah, but I mean. What I mostly know Capcom to make is the Mega Man. The games I like from Capcom has just been really just Mega Man and Street Fighter. From the old games I can remember. Like I don't know too many off the top of my head. Other Capcom games besides like the fight games like Street Fighter and Marvel vs. Capcom and stuff like that and Mega Man. That's the games I know Capcom to make. I mean, there's probably other ones too. I just don't remember them. But like that's the ones that's what I grew up on.
You can't beat the classics, right?
Yeah, but I don't. I mean, Mega Man is a classic, you know.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
I mean, if they announced a new Mega Man X game, I'd be like, "Whoa, hey!" I'd be pumped up. If it looked good, at least, But I don't think it's gonna be a Mega Man X. I wish, but I mean, plus I'm not sure when the VGA. When is the VGA's awards? Is it before December 21st? Because I figured it. Is it the 12th? Is it that soon, huh? Because now I think about it, you got all these events happening like in the same month. So what? The VGA is gonna have some surprises. I haven't talked about this, but this is another topic. Sony's having something big go down this Tuesday at the PlayStation Awards show, and so if they're gonna show any new games, right? Like maybe the new Blue Point remake's gonna be shown off there, right? Maybe one big game, but then you got the VGAs, right, happening a week or two later. There's got to be some stuff shown off there, and then you got Jump Festival, and Capcom's gonna show off these games at one of these other events, but then at Jump Festival they'll already be announced, but then they'll be playable at this event. So maybe that's how it's gonna play out. Maybe they'll be announced before Jump Festival, like at Sony's event. Or
what is Jump Festival?
I think it's like an anime thing. Cause Jump Festival.
You're talking about Shonen Jump, right?
Yeah, it's anime. It's
like Bleach, One Piece.
Yeah, it's an anime. It's an anime event.
Naruto.
Yeah.
Another one. Right?
What? Yeah, I mean, I think it's just a big. I forgot what. I'm not sure what exactly the event is, but I know it's Jump Festival is kind of about anime and manga and stuff. But the events get bigger and bigger. I'm not sure exactly what goes on at the event. But they always show some new stuff there, if it's like anime or games and stuff. But like you get all these events going off, and I think if Capcom's got a new game to show off, I think they would show it at Sony's event, or they would show it at VGA's before they I don't think they would save it for Jump Festival. If he had these other events going off the same month, I think they would choose to show these games at these events. 'Cause I think these events would be bigger than Jump Festival. Unless this game is really Japanese focused, then I can see him just showing it off and announcing that Jump Festival. Because it could be like an extremely Japanese focused game. And so they could just, it may still come out over here, but I can see him, if it's really focused on the Japanese market, they could just save it and announce it at Jump Festival. But I think if it's like a big time new game or something, they would announce it at Sony's event, or they would announce it at VGA's, but then it'd be playable at Jump Festival. That's my opinion. But I don't know what game. I have no clue what game it can be. I really, now I think about it, I'm like, I don't know.
Yeah. I mean, is that the main purpose of the the show that they're gonna be doing for Tuesday is to show new games, or are they gonna be going over anime too?
Tuesday's not Jump Fest. Tuesday is Sony's PlayStation Awards.
Oh, okay.
This is totally different. I'm saying there's three different events happening next month.
So
Tuesday's the first event, which is the PlayStation Awards, and I'm not sure. I guess I've been doing this, but I don't really know. It's mainly based on Japanese developers. I heard it is. It's never really been like mainstream, this award show, but it might be different this year. But
the PlayStation thing?
Yeah, the PlayStation Award. Yeah, it's not the PSX. It's just a awards, PlayStation Awards, but it's mainly in Japanese focused thing in the past.
Sony's going to be basically doing their own thing from now on, right? They're not going to be part of E3.
No, this has nothing to do with it. This is PlayStation Awards. This is the award show. This is not like an event like E3. This is the award show. They done this live show too, but it just wouldn't. People didn't talk about it because it was just like a small thing. But what's getting hyped about this year is that there's rumors this is PlayStation's 25th anniversary, and people have been hyping up that this guy has been leaking some stuff about PlayStation 5. He's saying just wait on Tuesday. First he wasn't really talking about the PlayStation Awards. He was just talking about Tuesday. There's some stuff going down, and he was hinting about PlayStation 5 being backwards compatible, saying PS1, PS2, PS3, and PS4 gonna work on your PlayStation 5. And he's saying some stuff. He was hinting at some stuff's gonna be announced on this day, which is Tuesday. But then people find out, Tuesday is the PlayStation Awards. So now this thing is getting hyped up more than it usually is because this guy's leaking some stuff is going down.
So they're not going to reveal any information really about the PS5.
Well, they might be because this guy is saying that something's going to be revealed. He's hyping it up. But this show is using that like a big show. Like it's usually
this is basically gossip.
It's gossip, but there's a developer been hinting at what the game they're working on a lot lately, and it's getting even heavier this week. So I'm thinking that's going to be something that's going to be shown, since they've been hinting heavier, and this event's coming up. All these little tea leaves, if you check out what's going on, you can see something happening. You can just see it. I don't know what it is, but something's happening on that day, and maybe this event. I don't think it's going to be big event, but I think the PS5 will be talked about in some form on Tuesday, and maybe one or two games announced that's cross-gen or whatever. I think I don't know if that's gonna be Capcom's game or some other games because you got VGAs, and I think.
So we got the PlayStation Awards on the December 3rd, which is
Tuesday. And
that's just PlayStation Award ceremony recognizing hit games titles from on the PlayStation platform.
Yeah,
and it looks like it's just Asian because it says right here it's fans across Japan and Asia.
Yeah, it's always been, like I said, that's why it's never been big. It's always been focusing that market. But what I'm saying is this guy has been hitting at December 3rd. There's some stuff going down, so I think there's going to be something announced.
I think he's just hyping that thing up.
No, it's not, because I'm telling you, he if you look at
who is this guy then?
It's his name is like PlayStation. He's been talking some stuff, boys, and yeah, I think
but
he put out a bunch of tweets
that leaks stuff.
I mean, I can't really post it on my Discord because it'll mess up the video stream, but because I have like a full screen, but look, I'm telling you, dude, this guy, I'm telling you, something big is going down December 3rd. I think it's gonna be PS5 is gonna be fully backwards compatible with all the old PlayStation games, and I think it might be one game. I don't think it'll be a bunch, but maybe one game.
Well, that's what they've been saying, right? Or that's what they've been hyping up around. So that's gonna be the main hype, is it's gonna be backwards compatible.
That's what will be hyped up. That's what will be talked about, I think, on Tuesday, and maybe
don't get it twisted. I mean, that's pretty dope. If
no,
they make
that's pretty cool.
That's going to be. I mean, you play any PlayStation game basically on the PS5 console.
Yeah, and maybe this, and maybe something else is gonna go down. But like I said, I think Capcom's game. I see Capcom doing something because Capcom is Japanese. They're all Japanese.
This is a Japanese company.
Yeah, so that's why I can see Sony saying, "Hey, we want to recognize Capcom and give them some kind of award." Then, bam! Guess what? This is one of our new games. You see what I'm saying? It fits in. But then I think they announce it at the PlayStation event, and then maybe they show like a little clip, and then maybe they show something bigger at the VGAs, and then maybe at Jump Festival, you can play it. Or maybe they just announced the VGAs, or I don't know. It could go either way. But it could be an exciting month. It could be some cool announcements happening. But
we got PlayStation Awards. We got the Game Awards on Thursday, December 12th.
December 12th, okay.
And then the Jump Fest on the 21st.
So I want to ask y'all, you already said, Emperor, you like to see Dino Crisis. So Bam Bam, is there any Capcom game?
I don't see anything else that it could be.
Yeah, Bam Bam, is there any Capcom game you like to see made? Do you know, like a remake or anything? Use any game you know?
I mean, I'd like to see a new Mega Man game come out. I mean, that'd be cool. I really enjoyed the Mega Man games. And then Mega Man versus, what is it? Or Capcom versus Marvel. I mean, that'd be cool.
What about you, Rage?
I'm saying I'm just not really big on Capcom.
Okay. Yeah, I mean.
So you never played any of the old school Nintendo games?
He's not saying he hasn't played them. He's just saying he's not big on them. He's just saying he's not.
Okay.
He can play them. It's not been.
I do like play fight games like Street Fighter.
Okay, gotcha. So it's not something that you're really that interested in.
Like I said, I'm not too big on Capcom. Like I said, I like the news. I like some of the new stuff. I like Devil May Cry. I like that a lot. I like Mega Man. I like Street Fighter and
Resident Evil.
Yeah, I mean, I enjoyed Resident Evil 4. I thought the only one I really liked. I mean, the other ones are no, but Resident Evil 4 I enjoyed. And I like the Dragon's Dogma they made. I thought that game was pretty good. But they do have an MMO of that, but it's only in Japan, I think. But so the next topic is I forgot. Is that all I had? I mean, I kind of put the PS5 stuff with that, so we don't need to discuss that. But Emperor, you can talk about what you want to talk about, your topic, and I can try if you want. What was you gonna talk about again?
I was gonna talk about the Half-Life thing.
Is there anything you want to say about that? I mean, we kind of talked about it a little bit, but if you want to expand on that.
I mean, not really. I mean, we already talked about everything that needs to be talked about.
And Rage has got a hot topic. So, Rage, go ahead. Because I know a little bit about it, but, I don't know if you've done some more research on it, but go ahead and talk about your little topic about what's happening with YouTube and stuff.
All right. I'm going to go ahead and make short and sweet on this. So please bear with me.
Just give us the key points.
okay, almost recent years, like you two try to try to fix something to make it. I pretty guess they try to throw this on kids and stuff. Like you should try to make sure you try to make it like YouTube family and stuff, but then it backfires, and then it then got worse. Like then on over like a couple of years. So prayer now almost I guess I probably guess almost few months back. Yeah, 3 months back though. Like cop like okay okay Kappa like pretty much go
The Kappa is supposed to start next year, right? January, basically. The Kappa things, right?
yeah, or it can happen this month too though. Like 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 I don't say Kappa supposed to be like hey uh uh okay
One of the main things with Kappa is like they're supposed to be like you're supposed to like get your channel like set up to whether it's going to be for like if you're going to be having content that's for kids only or if it's going to be more like teenager slash adult themed type of content.
like apparently yeah basically like Disney, but I don't say like I guess a few months back Google YouTube had to pay pretty much had to pay 170 million dollars to sell allegation by the federal trades com, 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 commission in New York attorney generals that the YouTube video sharing service illegal, collecting personal information from children without their parents' consent. But here's the thing though. But here's the thing though. You like you two never been child family though from the start. Like each
It's never
like
marketed towards children.
right.
Well, it's for everybody, right? And stuff for kids and stuff for.
Yeah, like pretty yes, like everybody.
Basically, you're supposed to give the content creators the option to be able to create any type of content they want to provide for the audience without any type of restrictions is what it was before, right?
Yes,
Okay,
like
go ahead, man. Sorry, I wasn't trying to interrupt.
yes, like again, y'all really got to bear with me on this. Like I'm not really good on some on some on some furrow stuff though. There were big use. Did do talk about it though. Did talk about it though, but I don't. Not a lot of people. Not a lot of people. I believe people not like pay attention on this because this one gonna be like worse. It's gonna be worse though. Like like almost next year a federal like okay hang on like shit like pretty cool what's gonna happen is that the FCC is pretty much like the like FCC is gonna check out people's channels and stuff. It gonna check out people's channels. See it are like it their videos is like friendly or not. and yet there are settings where like when you upload videos, there be choice says like it reveals like for kids or not for kids though.
So here's my question. Here's my question. So what does it mean if you'll? Because there's a lot of videos out right now that you have to be 18 or over to watch, right, on YouTube, like music videos and stuff like that. There's some music videos and some content you can't watch unless you sign in or you verify your age. So say if your content, like a lot of content is that you have to be 18 or over to watch. Well, so what's that mean if your stuff is not suitable for kids? What's that mean? So what's going to change that? What's going to change now? What's going to be different now if your stuff is not suitable for kids? Because a lot of stuff out there right now that it won't let you watch unless you're 18 or over. So what's going to change? Is there any big difference?
Like what's going to change is like FTC is going to investigate almost everybody channels. Like to try to see if their videos like civil children or not for children. Like what CBS like main thing is try to find videos what like aim at kids.
So pretty much you're saying that it's gonna be harder for your stuff to get watched by people who are 18 or younger.
Yeah, it's gonna be there are kids. There are kids who will fake their age to watch 18 to try to watch it like above like try to watch like almost like 13 and up or 18 and up, for example. So like honestly though, like so I'm sorry, my mind do get clouded sometimes. Like when I try to explain and stuff.
So, like one of the things I think is like there's content creators who try to create content like they want basically everybody to watch it, like
they want
under 18 and over 18.
Yeah, they want the most people to watch it.
But if they're not like specifically saying like their content is not directed towards 18 and under, or is it your content directed towards audience of 18 or older, but you have to they want you to specify what type of audience or age range you're trying to you direct your content towards, right? So if you select the wrong profile, like what you're trying to, the audience you're trying to provide your content to, there's a chance you can get fined like so much money for not like providing the correct information. I mean that's like one of the things with these new COPA laws or something that's coming out.
Yeah, like I'm gonna say like it, I'm gonna say it, it is like it, I'm gonna say it is the like for example, you upload a video, you make sure you put like it's not for children. They will identify you, but if they find something that like aiming at children, they definitely find you like $42,000, $42,000 per videos.
What do you mean? Okay.
So if they think that they say your content is directed more towards like a certain age range, like let's say for instance like 18 and under age range group, but then they find something like in the content like where you say I'm going to this age range, but then they say, well, you have something in your content that's more adult themed. Well, you know what, that doesn't you broke the rules, so now you're gonna get fined X amount of dollars, and you have to pay it.
I tell you right now, if that YouTube does that, it's gonna be the end of YouTube.
No, they're supposed to be starting to do this.
I'm telling you right now, if they make it that petty,
it's supposed to be officially it's supposed to start happening in January.
If they go hardcore about that, I'm telling you, it is gonna be the end of YouTube, because people are not gonna. That's madness. people.
It could be themes of the content, or like maybe possibly language, like stuff like that. And if you say like, oh well, I'm trying to go for an audience of everybody, right?
Yeah. The thing is, you can say my content is for 18-year-olds, right? We're doing a podcast, it's, because we talk about different things. You probably should be 18 and over, but people who kids like video games, right? Maybe they want to hear what we got to say.
Video games, anime, movies.
Yeah, people like that.
It's just like adults.
Yeah, so you can say I'm making this for this type of audience because that's who I think this is who I'm making it for, right? You can't be responsible for other people wanting to listen to your stuff, right?
That's parents' responsibility.
Yeah, if I'm saying my show is about, we talk about games because, and we talk about stuff that maybe somebody younger should listen to, I can't help it if they are drawn into my content. If I put on it, you should be 18 and over to watch my content, and you say, oh, well, you're talking about games, so kids like games, so you direct it to kids. Now, you can't, YouTube will fall off.
Because they have ratings on games that are either teen or below teen, or maybe more adult themed games, but mostly teen rated type. It's maybe potentially adult rated also games, but to write a wide variety of area to try to group all up into one thing, right?
Yeah, I think I'm just gonna say it's bullshit. That's all I'm gonna say.
Honestly, pretty much though, pretty much YouTube in trouble, career in trouble, people who do animation or cartoon or even toy series or doing or doing animes and stuff. What I believe it will hit them though. It hit them because the FTC, because everything will happen. Everything will happen next year though. How it is for gaming, for example. We do making videos of gamings and stuff. There's you hear some people cuss when I play games, but then again, they're games. They're people play game is ready for everyone though. So people play Fortnite, people play Fortnite or Minecraft and stuff, and they're different creators, either friendly or not though. But yet kids still
they gravitate. A lot of kids gravitate to Fortnite.
Yes.
Yeah.
And
then you got some of that Fortnite. Kids probably shouldn't be watching those videos because some of the creators are probably cussing up a storm, and you probably shouldn't have kids watching that. But the kids see Fortnite, they're gonna watch it.
But the thing is though, there are some parents don't know what they're watching. They see their kids watching this, then all of a sudden they be mad or something. But again, it's you gotta make sure your kids. But again, it's a parent's responsibility to make sure.
I'll tell you this: most parents who let their kids don't pay attention to what their kids doing, they're not getting mad at what their kids watch because they're not paying attention to keep them from watching that stuff. Then they don't care what they're doing.
Right, because it keeps them occupied. It keeps them from going outside or doing other things or
keeps them from bugging them. So they don't care.
That's the bottom line.
But I want to end on a more of a positive note. Unless you got anything else you really want to say about it, Rage. I want to kind of.
I ain't got nothing though. I'm sorry, y'all.
It's a heavy topic, man.
No, it's an important topic, and there's actually way more. People are interested.
I'm
go to YouTube and look at some of the videos.
Yeah, I'm not really.
I've watched some videos on it, and there's some pretty interesting information if you're interested in getting
like
information about
like
how things are gonna go forward and how people are gonna be able to create content.
like young one. If you are interested to hear more about it, there's did a video of game theories who made a video about it. To go
Yeah.
go check him out.
Yeah, it's probably a lot of people talk about. Like I said, I didn't know. I know YouTube's been changing and people have been upset with YouTube for a long time because they keep changing for the worse. But I didn't
One of the
know.
main things that people are upset about is because there's
Man,
no
you gonna cut me
clear,
off again? And you gonna let me say something before you jump in, brother?
there's no clear guidelines of their policies.
This dude. Can I finish before you cut me off, brother?
Yeah, go ahead, man. You know, I mean, just to do a rebuttal to what you're saying for that in that regard is you got to give people a chance to talk once in a while too. If you're doing most of the talking, so you don't pause in between times when you're talking about stuff and giving people a chance to rebuttal or give their opinion.
I was trying to. I'm not. I'll say we'll talk about this off air, But I was saying is that I didn't know much about this until Rach brought it up to me yesterday about what was going on with this and stuff. So I thought it was a pretty good topic. But that's gonna pretty much be the end of the podcast, guys. It's been it's kind of a light week on news. It's Thanksgiving and has been a whole lot that's can't come out, but we still wanted to do a show for you guys and keep the shows going on. But yeah, thanks for watching, and until next time, peace out.
See you later, everybody.
See ya.